Good evening, Belize. It's Tuesday and you're watching News 5. I'm Sabrina Daly. Here's what we're following tonight. In Belmopan, a 21-year-old woman is charged with manslaughter in the shooting death of businessman Wilson Hernandez. But why not murder? We'll break it down. On Kikocker, residents get the green light for a cannabis referendum. What could this mean for the island? Plus, special needs students in Belmopan are still locked out of the classroom, and the Ministry of Education remains silent. And in the courts, a moneylender's case collapses after a magistrate calls the charges unconscionable. Also, a Belize City man gets 2 years for hiding a gun with its serial number filed off. Those stories and more are coming up after the break. Stay with us. News 5 starts now.
In Toyota, we think that when you trust the timing of your life, life becomes easy to drive. Easy to connect. Easy to start. Easy to make friends. Easy to enjoy. Because if you can trust in a car that's easy to drive, shine, and fit, life is also easy to live, trust, and enjoy. Easy to drive is to live life with the confidence that only Toyota can provide you. New Toyota Raves. Easy to drive, easy to live.
Welcome back. We told you about Wilson Hernandez, the 28-year-old owner of Selfie Lounge who was shot and killed on Sunday. Tonight, there's a major development. Police have arrested 21-year-old Christy Guzman and charged her with manslaughter. Investigators say Guzman fired the fatal shot after being handed the weapon by her aunt, Hernandez's partner. But with a lesser charge now on the table, it's raising tough questions about justice, accountability, and what really defines intent. News 5's Brittany Gordon has that story.
Today, 21-year-old Krista Guzman was escorted by several officers to the Belmopan Magistrates Court, where she was arraigned on a charge of manslaughter, following the shooting death of her aunt Dalia Veas's common-law husband, Wilson Hernandez. She's the one accused of pulling the trigger, the shot that ended Wilson Hernandez's life. In a heartfelt message from Hernandez's sister, she shares the pain the family endured during the ordeal, stating, quote, "It aches my heart seeing the babies rush out the door the moment that they heard that gunshot. They saw their dad lying in a puddle of blood. Dalia, do you know how traumatizing that must have been for them?" End quote. So why is Guzman only facing a manslaughter charge? Well, according to police, Hernandez was allegedly making threats during the argument.
Investigation revealed that Wilson Hernandez had a domestic dispute with his common-law wife, and he threatened her. She has a licensed firearm. Thereafter, she passed the firearm to her niece, who fired a single shot towards Wilson Hernandez, causing his fatal injury.
Police also report that Dalia Veas, the licensed owner of the firearm, handed the weapon to Guzman before Hernandez was shot. However, surveillance footage captured moments before the shooting shows the gun being passed from Guzman to her aunt, who then leaves the frame. This begs the question, why did she later pass the gun back to Guzman, and what role did she play in Guzman's death? According to Belize's criminal code, if you help someone commit a crime, even by just encouraging them, you can be charged with abetting. That means you're legally part of the crime, whether you pull the trigger or not. Also, Belize doesn't use terms like first or second degree murder. Instead, homicide charges fall into 4 categories: murder, manslaughter, manslaughter by negligence, and causing death by careless conduct. In the case of Christy Guzman, police say she and her aunt were assaulted by Wilson Hernandez, and that played a role in why she's facing the lesser charge of manslaughter, not murder.
Is there a case for self-defense?
The matter will be dealt with by the DPP. They are saying that there was a domestic dispute and he assaulted him.
Wilson's mother, Blanca Hernandez, was there to witness her son's tragic death. She says the argument was heated and played out across several rooms of the house before it was taken outside. She maintains, however, that her son did not assault them.
That's when my nerves started acting up because I can't stand hearing arguments. I came out again and my son started telling me why they were arguing in the room. So I first tried to advise her and then advised my son. I told him, if you can't live together, it's better to separate. My son told me, "Mom, this is between me and her. We'll fix it." But as a mother, I told him I have to intervene because I live here too and there are 2 children. He told me, "Yes, but I'll sort things out with her." I said, "Okay, figure it out." So I went back to my room and they kept arguing.
Police say the investigation is still ongoing, and while the public demands answers, the family is seeking closure. Brittany Gordon for News 5.
Police searching a Belize City home found a 9mm pistol hidden in a bathroom ceiling. Its serial number filed off. That discovery landed 21-year-old Elbert Smith behind bars. Smith pleaded guilty to keeping a firearm without a license and possession of a firearm with serial number removed. He was sentenced to 2 years in prison, even though the law allows up to 5. Why the break? Smith admitted guilt early, showed remorse, and had strong character references, including his mother, who testified he was trying to turn his life around after a previous stint in prison. His common-law wife, who was also charged, walked free after Smith took full responsibility. Police say the gun was found during a search linked to a shooting investigation on August 31st. He broke into the same school twice in 2 days, and now he's headed to prison. 27-year-old Gilberto Ramos, an unemployed Belizean with no fixed address, is serving 3.5 years behind bars after pleading guilty to 2 counts of burglary. Back in March, Ramos was charged for breaking into Ladyville Evangelical Primary School and stealing from a Standard 1 classroom not once, but twice. What did he take? A JBL Bluetooth speaker and some dishwashing liquids and detergents worth about $225 in total. After spending 6 months on remand, Ramos changed his plea to guilty on Monday. The court handed him 2 sentences of 3.5 years each, but they'll run at the same time. On Thursday, we reported on a violent machete attack that had left a man injured in Keycocker. The victim had been identified as 37-year-old Mark Budd, who was a laborer from Orange Walk District. This week, a local tour guide, Alexander Fernando Cal, has been remanded to the Belize Central Prison on charges of attempted murder, use of deadly means, and dangerous harm. Cal is accused of attacking Budd, who suffered a partially amputated thumb, head injuries, and a cut to his elbow from a 24-inch machete. Cal appeared unrepresented in court and was denied bail due to the severity of the alleged offenses. Coming up, special ed students locked out of school 2 days straight. More when we return.
Bringing people together.
St. John's Credit Union is the leader since 1946.
Ready to level up your finances? St. John's Credit Union Limited has the deal for you. New members can apply for our Kickstarter personal loan. That's up to $4,500 with just $150 a month repayment, plus a built-in $50 savings plan to grow your future while you repay. Loan available upon qualifying assessment. Already a member? Take control with our debt consolidation loan. One easy payment, less stress, more freedom. Campaign runs from September 1st to October 31st only. Visit your nearest branch today and level up with SJCU.
St. John's Credit Union Limited. Safe saving, smart borrowing.
They say you should never send a boy to do a man's job. But someone forgot to tell Shine Barrow. This immature little boy thought he could step into his uncle's shoes.
I am unnatural as my father, as my Uncle Finnegan.
He's been propped up by giants, men who built a nation, men who safeguarded democracy, men who stood against the tyranny of a one-party state. Now, this little boy is undoing it all. He's dismantling our nation's democracy, all in service of his insecurity and ego.
I have accomplished so much in life.
Every day, he brings us closer and closer to a one-party state, to a growing dictatorship without any opposition. It's time for this little boy to grow up and step down.
underway. Engines roar at the break of day. Volvo outboard surf the waves. Castrol oil is what they crave. Live with power, feel the sound. Heavy machines shake the ground. Riding Honda, feeling proud. Rev it up and shout aloud. Feel the wind against your skin. Stars so wide, let's begin. At Banquet, where dreams ignite. Gear up, let's take flight. Coolest power runs our towns. JCB lifts heavy pounds. Find the tools to build your dreams. Banquet's got the best machines. Grip the wheel and never slip. Feel the rush, it's time to trip. Every brand you know and love. Banquet fits you like a glove. Feel the wind against your skin. Stars so wide, let's begin. At Banquet, where dreams ignite. Gear up, let's take flight.
Banquet, equipment, parts, service. We represent quality.
This September, the music gets louder, the costumes get brighter, and the streets of Belize explode. Color and culture. Greater Belize Media brings you the ultimate carnival experience, from lineup to last lap. Join our live coverage on Saturday, September 6th, starting at 1 p.m. from Memorial Park all the way to Marion Jones Stadium. Carnival 2025 marks 50 years of rhythm, resistance, and revelry. And we will bring it to you every step of the way, from lineup to last lap. Carnival 2025 on Greater Belize Media. See you there. See you there.
A recent judgment from the lower court is shining a spotlight on how moneylenders work in Belize and whether the rules are fair. But Sheba Limited took Shermadine Dennison to court, claiming that she owed over $5,500 on a $2,000 loan. That bill included interest fees and a huge $2,000 recovery charge. And here's the kicker. Senior Magistrate Baha Shoman threw out the entire claim because the promissory note didn't meet the law's basic requirements. It never stated the effective annual interest rate, which is mandatory under the Moneylenders Act. That single omission made the contract unenforceable. She didn't stop there. Senior Magistrate Showman ruled that the interest terms weren't clearly agreed upon. Also, the permissible fees weren't properly disclosed. And that $2,000 recovery fee? The court called it excessive and unconscionable. So what does this mean for you? If licensed lenders can get a wrong, how many borrowers know their rights? Should recovery fees ever equal the loan amount? And is the system doing enough to protect consumers? It's official. Key-Cocker Village will hold a cannabis referendum on October 8th. Members of the community gathered signatures from registered voters in support of the government passing legislation to create a regulated and taxable legal cannabis industry on the island. The petition explained that a portion of the revenue generated would go directly to the community and its residents. Well, they were tasked with gathering signatures from at least 25% of the registered electors on the island. They did just that, and on May 21st, those signatures were delivered to the Governor General. On July 31st, the Chief Elections Officer certified that all the signatures on the petition were verified against the Elections and Boundaries Department's record. We will provide an update on this development in a subsequent newscast. It's day 2 and a group of special needs children in Belmopan are still locked out of the classroom. The Ministry of Education is completely silent. As we told you on Monday, a special education program at Garden City Primary was suddenly shut down just days before the new school year. Parents were told to move their kids to Evergreen Primary, but when they showed up, Evergreen wasn't ready. Now these children are left without a place to learn, and parents are demanding answers. News 5's Paul Lopez has the story.
Special needs students in Belmopan remain out of the classroom 2 days into the new school year, and the Ministry of Education is silent on the matter. The first day of the new school year for these students was anything but exciting. It was filled with anger and frustration among parents after they learned that the school their children were abruptly transferred to did not prepare to take them in.
He was supposed to transition to Garden City this year. And so we just learned like 2 days ago that that program has been cancelled and that they are to report to the United Evergreen, where there will now be a classroom for them at the upper division.
Garden City Primary School went ahead and cleared the classroom once used for special education. No clear explanation given, just simply that the program came to an end. When parents arrived at Evergreen Upper Division on Monday morning, room 20 was locked. A classroom meant to symbolize hope and a fresh beginning has become a picture of irony. Instead of opening doors, it shut them, locking out the very children it was built for. Special needs students left standing outside, denied equal access to the education they deserve.
They clean out the place and then now I had to open the door for letting the child learn, and they still know how to eat the mess when they go in our class.
With the little understanding he has of the situation, Jerry Gladden voiced his concerns over being locked out of the classroom. But how is it that Evergreen Primary School was not prepared to take them in? Why was no teacher available to welcome them on their first day? We sought comments from the Ministry of Education, but our requests went unanswered. One parent with a 12-year-old child had this to say.
I can't even believe what they're doing to these kids because my son has been going back and forth at different schools. I've tried to have him at the other school, Evergreen, before, and he never got accepted because the classroom was full, and that was the reason supposedly every single time. And I finally found a class where my son feels good coming every day. He's happy here, and he loves the teacher. The teacher is an amazing person, and to have these kids just at home now and not knowing where they're gonna go, this is just really unfair, to be honest.
There was an apparent breakdown in communication because while parents were instructed to take their children to Evergreen Primary School on the first day of classes, the school was unprepared. Parents were later informed that there were challenges faced with securing a teacher on time, while another special education teacher is reportedly on sick leave. But these parents are questioning whether the ministry is truly prioritizing special needs children. One parent says she noted vast improvements with her child at Garden City Primary School, only for the program to end abruptly.
What is very upsetting is that he started here, like I said, and this is where we expected him to continue. One, we were told about this just Thursday, and it wasn't even a phone call, it was a message sent to us that they were to start at Evergreen. Now, okay, we come here to try to get better clarification. Called the person at the contact they gave us from the ministry, and they're saying that it was a decision made by the school, and the school is saying that it was not them, it was the ministry. So no one is taking the blame. No one wants to accept responsibility. And now when we go to the other school to see what's happening, it's crazy. We got there and then there's no classroom available. The classroom is not available, and we're told that maybe in 2 weeks the class will be available. It's not a short thing. So in the meantime, what are we supposed to do with these kids? Shouldn't they be treated with equal rights as every other child?
That teacher from Garden City Primary School that parents are commending for her work with their children has since been assigned to work a standard 4 class. We will continue to press for answers. Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
After the break, Carnival's colorful journey through route changes. But first, here's the latest weather update from the Belize Met Service.
They say you should never send a boy to do a man's job. But someone forgot to tell Shine Barrow. This immature little boy thought he could step into his uncle's shoes.
I am unnatural as my father, as my Uncle Finnegan.
He's been propped up by giants, men who built a nation, men who safeguarded democracy, men who stood against the tyranny of a one-party state. Now, this little boy is undoing it all. He's dismantling our nation's democracy, all in service of his insecurity and ego.
I have accomplished so much in life.
Every day, he brings us closer and closer to a one-party state, to a growing dictatorship without any opposition. It's time for this little boy to grow up and step down.
September is here and the celebrations are at Cellular World with our big September sale. Stay connected with the latest smartphones starting at just $119. Our new JBL speakers starting at only $99. Plus enjoy a full 1-year warranty with your authorized distributor. Bring the vibes home with unbeatable prices on Samsung Smart TVs, the newest video game consoles, and upgrade your space with the best deals on office equipment and furnitures. Find a store near you to keep the celebration going in Belize City, Belmopan, Orange Walk, and San Pedro. Or you can shop online with us via WhatsApp at 615-5141. Celebrate big this September with Cellular World.
This September, the music gets louder, the costumes get brighter, and the streets of Belize explode. Color and culture. Greater Belize Media brings you the ultimate carnival experience, from lineup to last lap. Join our live coverage on Saturday, September 6th, starting at 1 p.m. from Memorial Park all the way to Marion Jones Stadium. Carnival 2025 marks 50 years of rhythm, resistance, and revelry, and we will bring it to you every step of the way, from lineup to last lap. Carnival 2025 on Greater Belize Media. See you there. See you there.
How can a precision-engineered and sustainably made tire change your world? A tire that gives you strength and safety when you need it most.
What we've learned
for the road, bringing next-level quality and reliability to every drive. At GT, we believe our tires can deeply improve the driving experience for each and every one of us, whatever our goals. Enjoy driving. GT Tire.
September celebrations are in full swing, and we are counting down to Saturday's Carnival Road March. In 2024, the Belize Carnival Association and the September Celebrations Committee tried a new route for the Road March. This was not the first time the route was altered. The last 50 years of Carnival Road March have seen multiple route changes. In tonight's installment of Culture Tuesday, News 5's Paul Lopez takes a closer look at the route changes, the considerations that influence those changes, and how the latest route appeals to revelers and spectators alike. Here's that report.
At the inception of Carnival in Belize City 50 years ago, revelers marched from Cinderella Plaza on the north side to the Bird's Isle on the south side. Since then, the route has seen numerous changes. One of the most talked about changes came in 2017. That year, organizers shift the parade from the Yabra area, winding through Central American Boulevard and onto Princess Margaret Drive, ending at the Marion Jones Sporting Complex. But not everyone was thrilled. The new route caused major traffic headaches, blocking access to both cities' main highways and even the Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital for more than 4 hours. So in true Belizean fashion, a solution was born.
Caesar Ridge, we take a right into Central American Boulevard, right into Vernon Street, left into Bell China, into Douglas Jones Kelly Street, Cinderella Plaza, left into Kelly Street, right into BMN Avenue, left off Princess Margaret Drive to the Marion Jones Stadium.
Carnival is rooted in cultural expression through dance, music, and costumes. It's hard to truly celebrate culture when the streets are packed and people can barely move. Narrow roads turn into bottlenecks, and when you throw large trucks in the mix, it becomes downright dangerous for spectators. That's exactly what was unfolding on Bayman Avenue, a celebration stifled by congestion and safety concerns. The overcrowded street also posed challenges for policing, and violent brawls like this one can go unchecked.
The police have a difficult job when you think about the carnival. I saw it there on Bayman. People were sitting there for literally 4 hours drinking. That's the nature of these things, whether you like it or not. So by the time the carnival rolls around Bayman, you have a lot of people who are hyped, to be diplomatic, right? Real hyped, and so I don't envy the police. That's a difficult task to deal with.
And after almost a year of deliberation in June 2024, the second proposed change within a decade went public. Reactions to this new route were a mixed bag.
My understanding is that the new route will be from the Baron Bliss area all the way straight to Marion Jones. So I think that my view is I've always supported that. I think that will be a fantastic route, and I think the Belizean people will enjoy a wonderful carnival.
Certainly, the vendors cannot sell on the street. If they're parked, if they're on not the sidewalk, but if they're parked on the edge of the street, without hindering the sidewalk, they can stay there. But no vending will be allowed on the sidewalk or the streets.
Well, the Carnival Road March is back in 2025, and after last year's experience, many of those initial concerns appear to have fizzled away. Culture and celebration have once again taken center stage. Public Relations Officer of the Belize Carnival Association, Eugene Trench, says the change was needed.
If you look at the way how the city is situated, Paul, is we divided by
1, 2, 3 bridges now, what we call north side and south side, and it has been traditionally began over one area and end up over the next area. And if you remember, for the inception of Carnival, it began at Cinderella Plaza and ended at Birds Isle, then it began at Yarborough and ended at Memorial Park. So they were transverse, and since the Carnival got bigger, a lot of people thought that not everybody in Belize is into Carnival. People have business, and the traffic and people moving around was a little hindrance. So they say, look, let's have the Carnival and the Marine Parade. 1, it's a scenic view. We have the beautiful Caribbean Sea. 2, we have that easterly breeze blowing to cool off people. And I think the police said for safety they can manage it better.
Veteran Carnival queen and soca sensation Ernestine Carballo says she's ready to hit the road again, riding high on the truck and soaking in the vibes along the new route, just like she did in 2024.
Instead I have to come all the way from Yarborough, come all that straight, and then I think we had to go over Bell China one time and then gone down and then gone through Bayman. It's just one straight, smooth lap. Nice, and the breeze they blow. So I know with the heat, right, you have to stay hydrated, guys. Yes, I know we don't use to the old fashion, but you know, new is good too. You know, change is good too.
This latest route is not only praised for its spacious and scenic view, bands also celebrate the fact that the road march is now shorter in distance, and the Belize City Council is on top of ensuring that the route is ready for Saturday.
That's one of the biggest events in the calendar, and so we are prepared as a city. We have our sanitation team, our works team, putting together the necessary logistics to have a great time.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
Mass Camp Night 2 is heating up, and the energy is electric across the city. Our very own Paul Lopez is on the move tonight, following the judges as they make their rounds. First stop is Sunshine Masqueraders. Then it's off to Soca Massive. 2 junior bands bringing the vibes. And to close out the night, the big one, Titans Mass Band. Let's head over to Regent Street now, where Paul is live with the Sunshine Masqueraders. Paul?
I am Paul Lopez, and we are with Sunshine Masqueraders. This is a junior band, and I am joined by their band leader. My dear, introduce yourself.
My name is Jenny Young, and I'm the assistant band leader.
You're an assistant band leader?
/ costume designer.
What's your duties as an assistant band leader?
Well, I assist the leader, which is my mom, with everything she needs.
Yeah.
So if she's not there to do something, I have to pick up the slack.
I see you've been busy since the moment we got here, up and down. I'm surprised we got you right now.
Yes, it's really tiring, but we're out here and we're out here to have fun.
How exciting is tonight, especially after securing King and Queen at the King and Queen competition? How exciting is tonight?
It is exciting. That was an awesome job. It's a title we deserved. So we look forward for road march, you know. All of our children are looking forward out there to be on the road and display our beautiful costumes this year.
Now we're going to get to the costumes and the revelers, because you see they're ready for we and they're ready for the camera. It looks like they've been waiting for a while for this. Talk a bit about them and the practice and preparation that went into this.
Well, every day most of them come to practice, and that's what I like about them. Got the stamina for Carnival Day. So when they hit the road on Carnival Day, they have that stamina to take them from Memorial Park to Marion Jones.
Don't forget the road that the first time we did it last year,
yes.
Right? So they rehearse a lot, right?
Yes, they do. We practice on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 2 to 5.
Do they have a choreography for every song that's going to be?
Every song they dance, we have a choreographer for.
How do they manage with the heat and the road? Like, what do they do to keep them energized?
We give them time to rest, we hydrate, and they go again. But sometimes they say they don't want to rest. They want to go that 9 miles.
All right, so we're going to be switching the shot between them and what we have behind us. I want us to take a walk through the theme and tell us a bit about what the theme is and the presentation for this carnival.
Okay, our theme for this year is Kingdom Animalia. As we portray, this is the aquatic section, which is the seahorse and the lionfish that you can see here. The headpiece, the chest piece, the waist, the handpiece, and these are their backpacks for the lionfish and the seahorse.
You really got the colors right for this.
Yes. I took my time, and my brother and sister helped me out along the way, and our committee members.
I love that. So this is the aquatic animals section, right?
Yes.
All right. So
and then we can move over to the aerial section.
Animals. All right.
So aerial, you think about birds. So we have the blue macaw, the harpy eagle, and the honeybee.
Wow.
So this is the aerial section, the headpiece, chest piece, waist piece, handpiece.
No, the headpiece, they're beautiful. They got details.
Yes. Thanks to Miss Rhonda Smith. She came up with those ideas for us. She did a very good job.
Man, I could see this looking really stunning on the road. And then over here,
this is the terrestrial area where we have the jaguar and the green iguana.
Okay. So the jaguar, I think I saw earlier one of the jaguar eyes light up around.
Yes.
Correct.
That is correct.
All right. So tell me a bit about the designs here now, because again, the jaguar print details.
Yes. So what you see is what you get. So you don't know the jaguar. We have the jaguar prints depicting the jaguars.
Yeah.
They are in the jungle along with the green iguana to the back.
Is the designs different for like the boys and the girls?
For the girls and the boys, the designs are different.
So for this section, what's for the boys and what's for the girls?
This piece here is for the boy. This headpiece here is for the boys, and these are for the girls, along with the chest piece and the waist piece.
Are these the judges? They're here?
They are here.
All right, so the judges are here, folks. So we're gonna step out of the way a bit and give Miss Young an opportunity to watch it. An opportunity to. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna speak with a couple of the revelers. Hi there. I know this is the judging right now, right? And this is a very serious moment, and you're very serious about all of this. Your mommy, she's the assistant band leader. Talk a bit about what Carnival means for you.
Carnival means for me, it's the beautiful costumes, the music, and the vibes.
What do you enjoy most about Carnival?
The dancing.
The dancing. I understand you all put in a lot of work and preparation. Talk a bit about that for the choreography. How much work can you put in?
Well, a lot.
A lot, right? And what can you tell me about your costume specifically?
My costume is the green iguana. It's an adorable reptile, both in wild and in captivity.
What do you have to say to people wide and beyond across Belize tonight?
Thank you for celebrating and be here with Sunshine Masqueraders.
What's your name?
Rhea Smith.
Rhea Smith. Rhea, all the best, okay? Let's move over to the back here, and then we're going to go to the judges in a few, no worries. Hi there, what's your name?
Aubrey Hamilton.
Oh?
Aubrey Hamilton.
Hamilton, all right, so tell me a bit about your costume.
I am a lionfish.
You're a lionfish. How does it feel to be in Carnival for you?
It feels pretty good, actually.
How long have you been participating? Find you that Lily gal?
No, sir, this is my second year in Carnival.
Your second year? What made you decide to join?
It just looked very fun to me, and it's very exciting.
So this is your second year. That means you did last year, right? What did you enjoy the most about last year?
I enjoyed the dances. They were very unique, very different, and I liked the rhythm.
Why would you say that Sunshine Masqueraders is the best junior band out there right now? Put your on it. Tell me.
I think we're very unique, have a lot of vibrant colors, and we bring the power.
Bring the power. Well, Miss Hamilton, enjoy yourself on the road Saturday, and all the best, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right.
right, and so there you heard it. You heard it from Miss Hamilton. You heard Miss Smith. Make us see if I could talk to one more person. Raise your hand if you want to say something on the mic. All right, we'll talk to one more. Come, my brother. All right, we're going to Lee King. Yeah. All right, what's your name, sir?
My name is Jolly Flores.
Flores, right? Now, Mr. Flores, tell me a bit about your costume. You look kind of rare. Tell me.
My costume is this appearing about jaguar.
About jaguar. What the one thing where you could tell me about the jaguar?
Jaguar live in the forest and they hunt down prey.
Hunt down prey. Sound like you try hunt down something tonight?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what you try hunt down? Want to win? You try hunt down the victory?
Yes, sir.
What do you enjoy the most about Carnival?
Just enjoy myself, sir.
You just enjoy yourself the most, right? And how long have you been doing Carnival? Like, this is your first time? How much time?
I do this for since I'm 5, sir.
Fine, you 5. All right, now you 6?
At 10.
Right, what? So 5 years? Man, how you find the energy out there on the road? What you do for get energy?
I dance, then after, and next song come on, I slow down a little bit.
Oh, so you have to pace yourself. What you got to tell the Belizeans and everybody out there where they watch right now?
That good luck to every carnival practice.
You think that only that the best right now? 100%, right? Well, big up yourself, my brother, and all the best. All right, I want to get one more interview because somebody may really want to talk to me. Come, who else? Come, love. One last interview. All right. Hi there, what's your name?
Josana Escamilla.
Escamilla, that's a pretty name. How old are you?
8.
Tell me something about your costume. I like it.
I like the headpiece, the colorful things on it, and I like it because the feathers are feathering out, and I like it because and the headpiece they have the eyes what looks like angry.
Yes.
Yeah, that.
How hard have you been practicing for Carnival?
I think there's 3 years.
3 years you did a Carnival?
Yeah, 3.
So what you enjoy the most about Carnival?
The dancing, the colorful costumes.
The dancing and the colorful. Who tell you to join Carnival?
Well, I just set the thing up, and then my granny, she one of my her friend, community member, so she make I go in a carnival.
Okay, and you've been enjoying it so far?
Yes, sir.
Well, all the best and good luck to you on the road Saturday, okay?
Yes, sir.
Right, well, there you had it. You want to talk to Trubiem? You don't want to talk? All right, then. Well, so there you have it. We had the kids. The judging is taking place right now. Again, this is Sunshine Masqueraders on Regent Street. The judging is taking place right now. And, of course, the assistant band leader and the band leader, they're over there showing the judges exactly what the costumes are about, the theme, aquatic animals. So then there's the aerial animals as well as the terrestrial animals. Now over this side, we're gonna quickly come over here and then we're gonna wrap up this segment because over here, of course, the revelers, full action. This is the way the energy there. Yeah, man. This is where the action is. The revelers, of course, getting energized, getting ready for the judges to come over and for them to show off their choreography and skills that they've put together and prepared for months on end to wow the judges and, of course, to enjoy themselves and wow spectators on the road for Carnival Road March 2025 this Saturday from Memorial Park all the way to Marian Jones. And so there you see more of the lovely couple. My friend right there too, man. My friend did that. What's up, my next friend? All of them, they look good, man. All of them look good right now. So this is what's happening out here on Regent Street.
Sunshine Masqueraders doing their thing and making it known that they are here. This band is actually the winner of, they won the King and Queen competition for the juniors, and so they're hoping to secure another win here for Carnival Road March. And this, of course, is all a part of the judging and all a part of the points that they can garner for the entire Carnival celebrations leading up into Saturday. And so the judges are coming over on this side. The judge, they come. What? Look, man, you look good, girl. You look good. Yeah. You look good. Yes, you look good. You look good, girl. Keep it up. And so the judges are here. See the judges. Look how cute that little one she looks. And from their smile. And so yes, this is what's happening out here right now. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave the judges to it. We're gonna sign off in a few. The music is gonna turn up loud, and these revelers will do their thing for the judges, and then we're gonna sign off from Regent Street as Sunshine Masqueraders Mass Camp Night 2.
Thanks, Paul. When we return, Belize makes progress in early detection of natural disasters.
All right, when the one fun the hand, the window open and the light may turn off. It looks like you listen to me, Jamie.
Not only that, I even get a new coffee mug where keep my coffee hot all day.
I'm impressed. You don't look like you're so hard, yes?
Better than that, BL can change my meter to one of their new smart meter. They call it the AMI.
Oh, I hear about it on TV for BL. How do you know?
Yes, man. It don't reach the money better to change it right now. Let's go check it out.
Hey guys, I'm almost done here.
So that when you reach my area?
We're upgrading meters across Belize, house by house, business by business. Always look out for BL logo, uniforms, and IDs. BL will make you know when we're in the area. The EMI meter rollout is a part of BL strategy to modernize our energy services.
You don't need to come in at my house, right?
Come in at your house, boss, only if you got something good for you.
BEL, bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
We just take the coast out.
Belize is on the move. The coastal road is now powered by Digi's ever-expanding 4G LTE Advanced Network. Now you can stream that music, track that storm, or stop to send that file. Digi 4G LTE has got you covered. Digi, leading Belize's digital transformation.
F&G Insurance, you can request a quote, renew a policy, purchase a policy, and even file a claim effortlessly with WhatsApp. Here's how. WhatsApp the words "Get Started" to 670-8700. We will prompt you to select the service that you are interested in. Select the service and answer a few simple questions. An RF&G representative will process your request and follow up with you when your transaction is completed. It's that easy. Skip lines and WhatsApp us. Remember, it pays to get it right with RF&G Insurance, a road group company.
The biggest business event of the year is back and better than ever. The Expo Belize Marketplace 2025. Mark your calendars and join us on September 13th and 14th at the Marion Jones Sporting Complex in Belize City. Don't miss your chance to explore hundreds of local businesses showcasing the very best in local products and services. From unbeatable deals and mouth-watering food and drinks to live entertainment that'll keep you moving. The Expo Belize Marketplace has it all. Whether you're shopping, discovering what's new on the market, or just enjoying the vibes, there's definitely something for everyone. So come on out and celebrate 29 years of Belizean innovation at the Expo Belize Marketplace 2025. See you there. Expo sponsors include Bowen & Bowen, Smart Belize, Maurice Sharp's Fine Foods Limited, Quality Poultry Products, Digi Wallet, Grace Kennedy Belize Limited, Cellular World Belize, the European Union, Diversified Life Solutions, the Belize Tourism Board, Tenchtronics, Woodstock, Belize Soca and Culture Fest, Love FM, Love Television, Creme Radio, XTV, Hot Off the Press, Hits 100 Oye FM, Belize Entrepreneur Spotlight, and the BCCI's Western Union.
Belize is making strides in implementing a new system that will strengthen the country's disaster preparedness and response. This morning, the National Emergency Response Agency, NEMO, hosted the second workshop for the UN's Early Warnings for All initiative, which will provide nations across the globe with the technical skills to detect natural disasters in their early stages as to better respond to them. News 5's Brittany Gordon was there this morning for more details.
When it comes to national disaster preparedness, being able to detect them in their early stages is crucial. This ability aids the public and emergency response teams with coordinating evaluations, gathering supplies, and reinforcing shelters. Belize is taking a significant step towards boosting disaster preparedness by hosting the second workshop for the UN's Early Warning for All initiative. National Emergency Coordinator Daniel Mendez tells us how this workshop is furthering the initiative's progress.
So what we're doing here today is the second part of our implementation of a program called the Early Warnings for All initiative, which is a program which was created by the United Nations Office for Disaster Risk Reduction with the intent to ensure that by the year 2030 everyone on Earth has access to an early warning system. So we are in the process of implementing that program here in Belize to ensure that we are, as a country, able to provide early warning for all hazards to our people.
Back in 2022, the UN launched a bold plan to make sure no one is left in the dark when disaster strikes. It's called the Early Warning for All initiative, and it focuses on 4 key areas, including understanding risk, improving forecasts, getting the word out fast, and making sure people are ready to act. Jennifer Goronick from the UN Office for Disaster Risk Reduction explains how this system aims to give every country, big or small, equal access to life-saving early warnings.
Looks at the part of dissemination and communications of the warnings, and then of course preparedness and response at the national, at the local levels. So together UNDRR and WMO co-lead it, and then for the other pillars working together with the International Telecommunications Union and with the International Federation of the Red Cross. But that of course brings together the whole UN system, in addition to private sector partners, in addition to development partners, in addition to civil society, academia, etc.
The system will address natural disasters beyond hurricanes. According to Mendez, NEMO will collaborate with other lead organizations utilizing the system.
There's multiple components to this program, and so those are two very good questions. And so the idea really is to ensure that all our partners, and not only NEMO, because what we have in our room today is a group of different partners who all have different roles. So NEMO, as an organization, does not have the lead for every single hazard. For example, if there's an oil spill, we have to work with the lead organization, and so. But the important thing is, how do we ensure that information gets to people in a timely manner, and also for them to be able to take action. And so how do we convene a system that creates that ability for us to provide that to our people?
The initiative aims to have all countries across the globe equipped with this technology within the next few years, and Belize is right on track with its progress.
So the Early Warnings for All initiative actually looks to make sure that persons everywhere are protected by early warning systems by 2027. So that does respond to the Sendai framework that looks towards 2030, the Sendai framework being for disaster risk reduction, and the target G that looks at information and assessments for disaster risk reduction, but also, of course, early warning systems. That looks for 2030, but this initiative was essentially a way to say we need to accelerate action to protect lives, protect livelihoods, and ensure that we reach that by 2027.
Belize's first natural disaster early detection workshop was held earlier this year, focusing on identifying gaps and strategizing how to fill them. Now it's all about implementation and ensuring that Belize is ready for whatever nature brings. Brittany Gordon for News 5.
Belize's sargassum problem is no longer just a coastal nuisance. It's now a national concern. Over the past few months, everyone's been pitching in. Government agencies, local businesses, and everyday Belizeans have joined forces to tackle the relentless waves of seaweed washing ashore. And the help is growing. The Belize Fund for a Sustainable Future recently stepped up, offering over $200,000 in relief funding to support cleanup efforts. That's because this year's sargassum surge is unlike anything we've seen before. Yes, sargassum shows up every year, but this season, the sheer volume caught everyone off guard. So could Belize's new early warning system help us get ahead of future invasions? We put that question to Daniel Mendez, National Emergency Coordinator at NEMO. Here's what he told us.
So we are not the lead agency for sargassum response, but we have provided input into the response already, and this also fits into that idea of determining the early warning component. And so, how do we ensure that all the stakeholders who are affected by sargassum are provided enough early warning to know what's coming? And so that's really the idea on how we can strengthen that. And so this is how NEMO contributes to that, without necessarily having to be the ones who provide the message to our partners, but to ensure that someone with the ability to do it is able to do so.
So with this system, in terms of all the different organizations that are involved in different natural disasters or response to different crises, they'll be able to sense it earlier without having to wait for you guys to announce it and act proactively?
Yes, because remember, there's many different hazards that affect us. Not all of them have a direct responsibility under NEMO. For example, drought. So the Ministry of Agriculture, the National Met Service, and the National Hydrological Service are the ones who monitor. So the implementation of this program, which has 4 pillars, and the first one is disaster knowledge, improving disaster knowledge. So those are the organizations that will tell us more about that particular hazard. And the second component is the monitoring, and the third one is the governance framework, and the final structure is, of course, how we improve preparedness and response. And so each one of these pillars has a specific lead, and within that pillar there are different leads to respond to different hazards.
Up next, forensic doctor calls on Belizeans for help in medical battle.
Easy, accessible, safe, yours. Digi Wallet. Easy, accessible, safe, yours.
Unwrap the joy of crystal clear picture and sound from Iowa, the brand that offers you affordability and exceptional quality. Iowa has a wide range of exceptional products to choose from, such as TVs, speakers, headphones, home appliances, and much more at affordable prices that won't break the bank. Enhance your audio-visual entertainment experience with Iowa, and for your convenience, parts are readily available in country for hassle-free maintenance. You can find Iowa products at your local electronics store countrywide. Choose Iowa, the best in home entertainment and household appliances.
This is where blue innovation meets green ambition and orange creativity thrives. Join us for the Belize Investment Summit 2025, September 3rd to 5th at the Sunset Carib in San Pedro. This is the future of regional integration, and it starts here. Whether you're returning home, expanding regionally, or entering new markets, Belize welcomes you. Why Belize? Why now? Belize Investment Summit 2025. Bridging markets, building resilience. September 3rd to 5th, Sunset Carib, San Pedro. Visit investmentsummit.bz to register and be part of shaping the investment frontier.
This September, the music gets louder, the costumes get brighter, and the streets of Belize explode. Color and culture. Greater Belize Media brings you the ultimate carnival experience, from lineup to last lap. Join our live coverage on Saturday, September 6th, starting at 1 p.m. from Memorial Park all the way to Marion Jones Stadium. Carnival 2025 marks 50 years of rhythm, resistance, and revelry. And we will bring it to you every step of the way, from lineup to last lap. Carnival 2025 on Greater Belize Media. See you there. See you there.
bringing people together.
He's the only forensic examiner in Belize, and for decades, Dr. Roque Blanco has been there to serve his country. His work has touched nearly every corner of public safety, criminal justice, and legal medicine. To continue his life's mission of service to Belize, he now needs the public's help to raise $100,000 for a life-saving kidney transplant. Here's Zenaida Lanza with the following story.
For more than 20 years, Dr. Roque Blanco has stood on the front lines of service to Belize, whether in the military, in the morgue, or in the courts of law. First as a commissioned officer in the Belize Defense Force, and later as a forensic medical examiner at the National Forensic Science Service. Now, Belize's only forensic examiner is facing his toughest case yet, a battle for his own life. He needs a kidney transplant, and he's asking the public to help him raise $100,000 to make it possible.
I have been on dialysis for the past 2 months.
How long have you known your condition?
I've been battling with diabetes for the past 25 years, and which led to a kidney problem, which has been worsening and declining over the last year and a half.
Dr. Blanco developed the country's technique for rehydrating cadaver tissue, which was a breakthrough in identifying bodies from skeletal remains. His work has gained regional recognition with presentations across the Caribbean. Executive Director of the National Forensic Science Service, Jian Cho, shares why Blanco's contributions are so important.
When you have someone like Dr. Blanco, like I said, that pushes to strengthen the system, to find a way to bring closure to those cases, it's a huge advantage not only for the department and the services we provide, but for a small country like Belize that from time to time, actually it's pretty often that we find skeletonized remains, given our tropical climate, given the long coastline that we have. So every year you have a handful or more than a handful of decomposed remains that would wash up or that are found at sea.
Dr. Blanco also trains crimes investigation branch officers, National Forensic Science Service personnel, and medical practitioners, alongside lecturing at the University of Belize to pass on his expertise in forensic anthropology to the next generation of Belizeans.
Being a medical examiner or working in the area of forensic medicine, you get the best of both worlds. You know, I always like the military, I like the law, and I also liked being a doctor, you know, a regular doctor. So to me, that's having best of both worlds, of both medicine and law together.
Even while fighting kidney failure and enduring dialysis, he still offers free clinics to his community in Orange Walk town. With his sister as a potential donor and a transplant on the horizon in Mexico, his courage is a call to all of us. Nurse Javier Brito, who met him during an internship at KHMH, urges us to open our hearts and truly understand the courage and hope behind this call for help.
It's very important to put our hand in our hearts, and for people that have or have been put their life on risk, is the minimum that we can do. Is going to be a huge difference and will make a difference and will help him to achieve these objectives, that is make the transplant for him.
Dr. Roque Blanco has spent his life serving Belize. Now it's our turn to stand with him in his fight for life. Reporting for News 5, I'm Zenaida Lanza.
All right, before we leave you tonight, here's tonight's viewer's voice. On our first story about the update on Wilson Hernandez's shooting, Honey Hyde had this to say. Regardless if he was making threats, that does not give her the right to let her niece kill him. They should have called the police. But the wife chose to give the gun to the niece to kill him. They all must have this plan between the aunt and the niece. Turning to the review of the new Carnival route, Ernestina Renault commented, "I completely understand and agree with the route for medical emergencies. That said, nothing truly beats the original route, as some do agree as well. Caesar Ridge, down the boulevard, Princess Margaret Drive, and into the Marion Jones." And finally, on Dr. Roque Blanco's medical fundraiser, as you just saw moments ago, Eliza Chush shared, "You tell me only one of this man in Belize serving his country and the government can't render any assistance for him? But yet they campaign for weeks on end during election. Yet, no wonder why people go work for other countries rather than come back to Belize." Thank you for engaging with us online. Your voices shape the national conversation. Keep those comments coming, and we'll continue to feature them right here. And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available at greaterbelize.com, on our Facebook, and on YouTube. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us. And from all of us here at News 5, good night.